welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Brittany Summer, and I'm back with another recap for Sisters, episode 17. And yeah, let's get into it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. To all my subscribers, thank you so much. To all my new visitors, y'all know what to do. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into this recap. Okay, y'all. So this episode starts off very juicy with the fact that Danny's coworker said Preston's name, and Preston walked up like, "What's up?" So Preston was like to Danny, like, "Yeah, I showed up because I wanted to bring you a gift, a surprise gift in your car, and stuff like that." And Danny's like, "Okay, so how are you gonna do that?" Preston says he has a key, and Danny's gonna find some situation like, "Oh, that's kind of weird that you have a key." It's like, girl, aren't y'all together? Stop. Oh my gosh. So then Preston looks over and says like, "Hi," directed to Tony, the coworker. Tony says hi, and he's like, "All right, Danny, I'm gonna see you inside." But Preston's like, "Nah, nig, you gonna stay right here. I want to talk to you." And he's like, "How long you knew her?" And Danny's like, "Okay, Preston is not that serious. It's not what you think." And Preston's like, "Well, y'all was together last night because I heard you. I heard y'all what y'all was talking about. Like, what's up?" And Danny's like, "Oh, no. It's not what you think. You're overreacting. I gotta go to work." And Preston was not having it. He was like, "Nah, we need to talk because what's going on? Like, we really need to talk. And you're never feeling to go to work, so now you feeling to go to work. And now this man talking about he gonna wait for you at the door. What's good?" So at the end of the day, Preston leaves, Danny goes to work. My thing is, I feel like Danny needs to stop playing with this guy's feelings. She's playing with his feelings, his emotions. Like, she's just playing with him like he's a dog ass dude, and he's not. Like, he's been there for you more than any other man on this show has ever been. And I'm tired of Danny treating him like he is shit. Like, she don't care about his feelings or nothing. Like, his feelings don't count. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Like, girl, I get it. You found a nice black man, girl. Gotcha, girl. But if you feeling Tony, you tell Tony that. And then you tell Preston how you really feel. And don't string him along. Because I'm tired of seeing Danny doing him dirty, bro. I'm tired of it. Like, what more do he need to show you, prove to you that he loves you and he will be there for you? Like, and he's solid. Like, girl, give it up. I'm getting tired, Danny. Okay, so then it goes to Andy's office. They're in the law firm with Sabrina and Maurice. And, they're basically like talking to each other, saying like, "Thank goodness this is over. You're free now. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. We need to go and celebrate." And Maurice says to Andy like, "Thank you, girl. Like, if you ever need me, I'm just one call away." And Andy goes, "Oh, what would I ever need you for?" And I'm like, girl, why are you acting like you so better than people? Like, okay, like, and then Maurice had to give it to her, like, "Well, your eyelashes 1, your eyebrows 2, your shoes 3, like the outfit, girl. I can help you, girl." I'm just saying, like, off rip, like, stop trying to play people. Stop it. Like, she really be acting like she's better than people, and like so stuck up in a way, and it's so weird. But girl, he can help you with a lot of things. Like, Maurice is a good friend, even though he's Maurice. He's still a good person and he's still a good friend. So stop acting like he can't help you with nothing. And maybe one day you might need to call him honey. So Maurice ended up leaving and also asking for a job at the same time. It sounded like Andy was going to say maybe, but he left. He's an idiot. He just left, saying the dumbest shit. But Sabrina ended up asking Andy, "Hey, you want to do a ride share?" But Andy said she don't know if she's going because homeboy didn't call her yet. So Sabrina was basically like, "Yeah, he is going to call. Trust me," which he did call. She just needed to be a little bit patient. Even though everybody had to tell him, all his homeboys had to tell him to call because he was too afraid to call. Hey. So then it goes to Fatima. Zach and Fatima is in the law firm as well, talking to the lawyer about helping them get their child back from Zach's baby mother. And the lawyer basically said he could try to get a earlier hearing for them to speed up the process. And Zach looked frustrated, Fatima looks frustrated, but they said they're gonna have patience and hopefully everything goes as planned because they need that kid out of that mother's house because she is a bad mom. She's abusive. She don't feed the baby. She don't, he's still wear diapers. So Zach and Fatima is like really trying to get that kid out the house. So after that, when they walk out, whatever, they're in front of the office, and here comes what's his name? Aiden walks up and like tries to show off his wife to Fatima and Zach. And he don't know that, Fatima end up setting that up, like setting his wife to him. So he's like bragging and like saying how happy he is. But Zach and Fatima's like, we're happy you're happy because now you can leave us the fuck alone. And they go back and forth, which is cute. And Zach is like dragging it to the point where like Fatima's like, okay, chill, kid, chill, like chill out. So Aiden's like, they're being haters, and I'm happy, so let's just leave. So they part ways. And to be honest, I feel like Aiden's wife is falling for him in a way because I don't think she expected to know, like, want to be with him longer than she expected to. And since she's getting everything out of him that she clearly didn't know she could get, I think she started like him. I don't know. As long as he leaves Fatima and Zach alone. But if he finds out that that's what happened, like Fatima set that up, I think Aiden is going to go crazy. So the next scene, Sabrina is driving home and she calls Danny to let her know, like, hey, they dropped the motherfucking charges. So she is explaining to Danny that the DA realized and found out that it was all Q. Q was in jail. They dropped the charges and everything's good. But Danny over the phone sounds mad, like sus, like she's sad or like mad, whatever. And she explains to Sabrina the reason why she feels that way is because Preston ran into her talking to Tony, and yeah, she didn't like the fact that he had a spare key to her car, whatever the case may be. And Sabrina asks, like, hey, are you going to still come out with us tonight? And she said, yeah, I think I still might slide. Danny was also saying to Sabrina that since she told Preston like they're gonna try to figure it out, she is kind of regretting it because now that she met Tony and he seems like a perfect guy, whatever, she will never find out because she is with Preston. So it sounds like she's, feels some type of way about Preston now. Like, now I'm with you, I gotta commit to you. But no, Danny, that is not the case. Like, you could be real with Preston so he could fucking move on. And you could do whatever the fuck you want to do instead of stringing him along. I don't get why Danny's doing this because she seems like she speaks her mind more than any of the girls. So why are you like backtracking on telling people how you feel? Like, girl, if you want to see if this guy's a perfect match for you, tell Preston, hey, this is probably not right for me right now, or, let's not do this. So you can see your other options instead of dragging him along. Like, girl. So at the same time, Tony is walking over, so Danny gets off the phone with Sabrina and starts speaking to Tony. Tony says, like, oh, how did it go with Preston? And Danny's like, you say his name like you know him. Like, stop doing that. Then Tony goes on to say, I didn't know he was like white, basically. And Danny was like, yeah, and whatever. He was like, I didn't see you as a girl to go with, a white guy. And he was like, you seem pro-black, whatever. And then he was like, yeah, I could be pro-black and date a white guy. Like, I don't see how that makes me less pro-black. So then Tony says, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't want to offend you. My bad. Yeah, that don't make you any less pro black. So he goes to walk away, and Danny's like, "You didn't offend me." So you can see that she has like a soft side for this guy, cause she don't want him feeling no type of way. You feel me? So I feel like she really does like him. I think she's getting to like him, and that's what's blowing me. So at the end of the conversation, basically, Tony asks her if she's still going to the dinner, and she says probably, but your homeboy didn't call my homegirl. And Tony's like, you know what? I'm on it. I'm gonna tell him right now to call her. I'm gonna call him right now. And he literally picks up the phone, call his homeboy, and tells him to call Andy right now. So you could tell he really wants Danny to go to that dinner. He is not wasting no time. But my question is to y'all: do y'all feel like Danny should go to that dinner? Like, even though she feels like she is with Preston but not with Preston, but kind of sort of is with Preston, isn't her going to that dinner kind of like cheating or not? What y'all think? So then after that, the next scene, it goes to Fatima is leaving the office, so she goes to Andy's office to say like goodbye and if she needs anything else, because she is her assistant. And Andy's like, no, I don't need anything else. But how did it go with Wesley? And Fatima's like, you know what, to be honest, I didn't want to upset Zach, but it's really, really bad. I don't think he's going to make it. And she's talking about the child. My thing is, what do you mean you don't think he's going to make it? Like, you think he's going to, like, die being at that apartment? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean he's not going to make it? Like, make it make sense. What are you talking about? So Fatima continues to say that, yeah, Wesley said he's going to see if we could get an emergency hearing, and hopefully it works because, shit looks really, really bad. At that moment, the phone rings, and it's Jordan calling for Andy to see if she's gonna go out and meet them tonight, right? And Andy is acting so stuck up, it's so ridiculous. And Fatima had to be like, yo, you've been waiting for his call all day. Like, stop fronting. So Fatima answered the phone and basically gave the phone to Andy. Andy's acting like she don't know who the person is on the line, and it's like, "Oh, I was just joking with you." And Jordan finally explained to her why he didn't call all day. He was basically saying like she intimidates him, and he really likes her, and he really wants her to come out. And at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, basically Andy's like, "Sure, I'll come out." So yes, I kind of like this guy, this Jordan guy for Andy. Andy needs to stop acting stuck up. It's given not. It's given stop. Like, like come on. Like, you've been through a lot with Gary. Stop trying to do this with this guy. Like, just take your time with it, see where it goes, but stop acting like you don't want him, basically. And I like the fact that Fatima had to tell her ass, stop playing games. Like, if you like the dude, let him know. Be real, be honest, and see where it goes. When you playing games, like, all you're gonna have is straight ass games. Like, just stop. Like, y'all just gonna be playing each other. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're grown. If you like him, act like you like him, girl. Before it's too late and you end up with another guy like Gary. I also like the fact that Fatima was bigging up her relationship with Zach. Like, we don't play no games. We keep it real with each other, and we're down for each other. We're solid. And he asks her, like, how do you feel with all of this? Like, with all of this happening with Karen, the baby, and the toddler. And Fatima had to break it down, like, all of that was before me. So I'd rather stand beside him and walk through hell with him and stuff because, it's better than being lonely. And I know he loves me and I love him. And we're going to get through this. And it was so cute. I was like, go, Zach, go, Zach. Satima all day. Satima all day. It was perfect. I loved it. So, yeah, at the end of that, they end up parting ways. They said goodnight. And Fatima left. So, for me, this was shit hit the fan, honey, because Sabrina invited, dang, I can't even forget this man's name. The African Prince. She invites the African Prince over to let him know, like, hey, they dropped the charges, and did you get your money back? the bail that you did for Maurice. They dropped the charges, so you should be getting your money back, right? And he's like, okay, congratulations, that's what's up. Like, we should go celebrate or we should go out to eat, whatever. And Sabrina was like, nah, I'm good because, like, the way you tried Maurice, nah, I can't F with a nigga like that. Like, I'm good. This guy gets so upset. Like, this man called her a trifling bitch. He called Sabrina a trifling bitch. This man called her a trifling bitch and a user. He's like, you use me for my money, and you feel like just because I have money, you could take advantage of me. And Sabrina was like, that's not what's going on. You're an asshole. So Sabrina's like, you know what, you gotta go. So she gets up, open the door, and he gets up. He's like, oh, you're a bitch. So when she opens the door, here walks in Danny like, who you calling a bitch? Not my friend. You ain't calling her no bitch. No, 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 no. And you know, his face looked mad frightened. Like, he was like, oh shit, like, fuck. I need to get out of here. So, and that's exactly what he did. Walked his ass up out of there. But before leaving, he did say to Sabrina, you will get yours. So I took that as a threat. And I kind of feel like this situation with him, with Bio, it is not over with. He is going to try to do something to Sabrina, and I really feel like she needs to watch out. And maybe that guy that she's talking to, maybe he could help out in that situation. Who knows? But the way he said, you're going to get yours, I doubt it's over. After that whole incident, now it's just Danny and Sabrina in the living room. Danny tells Sabrina, you know what? Don't let this guy ruin your mood. We're about to have a great night. Here's this shot. And yeah, can you help me find some clothes? Because I don't want to go home and change to talk to Preston. What kind of bullshit is that? But Sabrina's like, okay, it's fine, but you still have to talk to him later. And let me help you put on an outfit, get an outfit together. Okay, I feel like we always wondering what the freak Karen was doing at Zach and Fatima Place in the trailer. And yeah, here it is. It's because she was dropping off some more belongings to Zach's son, and Zach caught her outside because he was taking out the trash. So they end up talking, and Zach asked her like, "Why are you being so nice?" Whatever the case may be. And she's like, "You know what? After I seen your son, I realized like, hey, I just gotta let God take control, and it's gonna be me and my baby." Because Zach asked her about the preacher, and she's like, "I'm not with him no more." And he's like, good for you. Like, you and your baby sounds like a good idea. You need to work on yourself. And it seemed genuine. So I'm kind of, you know, hoping that Karen stays this way. But I still don't think Zach is the father of her child. So yeah, that whole conversation was really, really nice. I really liked it for them. It seems like Karen got her closure. And hopefully things work out for her. But I honestly believe that she's lying about that damn baby. That is not Zach's baby. Okay, so now it goes back to Sabrina's place. Danny's getting the door because Andy's knocking on it. Danny opens the door and is like, "Oh my god, you look cute." And instead of Andy saying thank you, she said, "Yeah, like always," right? And she looks at Danny and is like, Danny, what are those? Pointing at her shoes. And she was like, hey, I'm at Sabrina's place. Sabrina gave me this outfit. This is the shoes. And Andy goes, and there's a bag that matches. Like, basically saying it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So after all of that, Sabrina comes out. It's like, what's wrong with the shoes? And Andy goes, it's hurting her feet. Like, she should go change them. And Danny says, like, no, I'm fine. Like, my friend gave me these shoes. I'm going to wear it happily. I'm fine. So the only person that has a problem with the shoes and the purse is Andy. Girl, stop. Like, you look cute. Everybody looks cute. Stop it. And then, like, when Annie tells Sabrina, like, okay, when you get to the place, whatever, you should fuck the guy because you need a good celebratory fuck, whatever the case may be. And Andy goes like, oh, what about me? Like, what should I do? Like, what's my safe word or whatever? And Danny goes, well, if you want to fuck him, you fuck him, whatever. And she's like, well, I don't want to F him. And Danny goes like, so you don't say that you don't say fuck no more. Like, and she's like, no, I changed. So now I feel like the writers, like, is changing how we view Andy. Because I feel like Andy was never so stuck up like this. Like, she was never so prissy. Like, she was never like, oh, like, she was girly girly, but it was never like to this extent. Like, you don't curse now. You like, you above and below all everything. Like, you just so proper, and you know what I mean. So I feel like they trying to change her narrative of her character, like, into this type of person, because she wasn't like this in season 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Like, she was not like this. So at the end of the day, they leave and they go to their man's house to have a great ass night. Okay, so back to our favorites. Zatima. Fatima gets home and Zach is cooking dinner, and Fatima says to Zach, like, oh, did Karen cook dinner, whatever, just to see if he's gonna say why she saw Karen outside, but she did. He was so open and honest, and he said she brought us stuff for the baby, and Fatima goes, which one, which is hilarious. Yeah, and Zach explains to her, like, yeah, she feels she has a soft spot now after seeing the baby and stuff like that, so she's trying to like be nice, whatever the case may be. And yeah, and as Fatima's like responding, whatever, she's opening up a wine bottle, which is red wine, and she's drinking it. But isn't she pregnant? You see, I heard that when you're pregnant, you can drink a glass of wine, red wine, once or twice in your pregnancy. I believe, I could have swore I heard that. And I'm just like, okay, maybe that's why she's drinking, because it's red wine. But also, maybe the timeline is not what I thought it was. Because I thought the timeline of Zatima was before Sisters. So everything that happened in Zatima happened before this, what they're in now, not vice versa. So maybe I'm thinking, Fatima is after this, so maybe she don't know she's pregnant yet. I don't know. But I do believe you can have one glass of wine or so when you're pregnant. Red wine. So maybe that's why she's drinking. Google it and see. Y'all comment below and let me know if that's true or not. So then Zach asks Fatima, like, how did it go with Wesley with the hearing? And Fatima's like, I haven't heard anything yet, but we have to wait till the weekend. And Zach is like, oh, damn, whatever. And she goes, you want to just go get him? And Zach is like, I thought that was going to make the issue even worse. And Fatima was like, hey, if we got to get him and see where the chips may land from there, that's what we have to do. But this is for his safety. So we're going to give it to the weekend and see what's up. I actually love them as a couple. Like, they're amazing. Like, I love it. I love the fact that she sees the hurt in his eyes and is trying to help any way possible. Like, and they're going to ride it out together. Like, at the end of the day, like, riders, period. So the girls finally made it. The girls finally made it to Jordan's house. They go to the backyard, and Jordan like takes Andy, and he's like, yo, I'm glad you came. I want to introduce you to somebody. And he goes and say, Andy, this is Gary. Gary, this is Andy. And Andy looked like her soul has been snatched from her motherfucking body, child. Gary just like, what the fuck? I kind of feel like Gary planned this for some fucking reason. Gary seems so fucking sneaky. It's mad weird. So we definitely gonna find out like what's gonna happen here. Because I know clearly Gary's gonna deny the fact of even knowing her. But I don't feel like Andy's gonna do the same. I think Andy's gonna keep it real with Jordan and tell him exactly who Gary is to her. So, okay, tea is being spilled. Okay, you guys, that was my recap of episode 17 of Sisters. Thank you guys for listening. Please comment to let me know what your predictions on the next episode will be. This episode was nice, simple. It's getting to the nitty gritty because I feel like the season is about to be over. But yeah, please comment, like, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.